Okay, so here's a short tutorial on the loosening exercises. We're just going to spend a little bit of time looking at some of the other ones. So in the first tutorial we looked at this one. We looked at this one, I think. This one. This one. And this one. So a little whistle stop tour of the last tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to have a look at some of the other versions of the first of the loosening exercises, and also wobbling, and also loosening exercises in gong bu or bow and arrow stance. So you want to get your feet parallel first, you want to sink your hips, you want to lengthen through the spine, and you want to breathe. So just notice the air as it comes in, notice the air as it comes out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at the difference between the inside and the outside turns for the first of the loosening exercises. So what I'm doing is I'm going 60-40, 60-40. So in fact, take a slightly wider stance, and we're just going to practice going 60-40, moving from one bubbling well to the other. So just behind the ball of each foot, you sink the hips, you breathe in and out, and just keep nice and relaxed. Keep breathing. Okay, so we've got used to moving 60-40. Now what you're going to do is do the what I call the inside turn and the outside turn. So what you're doing is you're moving towards the weighted leg and turning your waist. I'll show you that from the front. I'll also show it from the sides and the diagonal. So here it is from the sides. So I've got my sleepy tiger eyes, I'm sinking my hips, I'm going like this. So you want to keep your shoulders relaxed. Here it is from the diagonal view. You want to keep your shoulders relaxed. You want to sink the hips, you want to breathe in and out. And also from the rear view, this is what it looks like. So viewing from the back. Okay, so that was inside turn. So you're turning towards the leg that you're putting the weight in. The outside turn, you turn away from the weighted leg. So for example, if I go to my right foot, I'm going to turn to the left corner. If I go through my left foot, I turn to the right corner. So here we go. So we do this. And we're nice and relaxed. Very good. So relax the shoulders, relax the hips. The other thing is you want to make sure your knees are in line with your toes. So knees in line with the toes. So when you, especially when you're doing the outside turn. So I make sure my knees in lined up and my hip and I'm all aligned. And that's the outside turn. Excellent. Okay, the other one is one called Wobbling, where you imagine you've got a pot of paint and you've just dipped your hand into the pot of paint and you've got a big sheet of A3 paper by your foot, and then you do this. So if I come a bit closer, you're focusing on this shoulder, and if I just do one arm by placing my hand on my lower dantian, I'm making a circular shape. Have a look from the side. I'm making a circular shape and it's coming towards the body, and my hand's very relaxed and my wrist, elbow and shoulder is relaxed as well. So let's have a look at it with my feet in view. So we just do one arm. And then we do the other. And then we do both. So we got this one. So wobbling is what I learnt from Corral. So the shoulder is a ball and socket joint. So you just want to feel, the ball of your shoulder joint moving around. And like your arms are very long, and then you want to sink your hips. Have a look from the diagonal view. So yeah, you want to keep very relaxed shoulders, elbows, wrists, hands, hips, knees, ankles and feet. And just relax the mind. And you can do different speeds. So you can do big, slow ones, or you can do small, fast ones. So you're almost like vibrating. So that's quite a good one to play with. Think about your back, maintaining the structural integrity along your spine. breathing? Great, so I think we've done that one. So, right, I'm going to move the laptop lid down a little so we've got more room to look at the feet, and we're going to do some of the loosening exercises so we've looked at Wu Chi stance. We're going to have a look at bow and arrow stance and how that relates to the loosening. Let me just do this first. That should be it. Is my head still there? Fabulous. Right, so we've got more room. So I'll just roll up my short legs so you can actually see that my knees are in line with my toes. And we're sinking down. Turn the back foot out. Place the left foot forward. Sink down. And what you want to do first and foremost is just make sure your feet are in the right places. So they're shoulder width apart. The front toes and knees point towards your screen. The back toe and back knees point towards the corner. So we're nice and tall. And then you sink forward and sink back. Okay, I'll pop those back down again. It's a little bit chilly. So, yeah. So you sink back, sink forward, and have a look from the side. You want to relax here. Have a look from the back. This area here, that's your Ming Men area. The governor vessel meridian, knocking at the gate. This is the gate of life. So there's an exercise called knocking at the gate of life, and that's where that point is. So you're looking forwards, you're listening behind and above, and you're transferring your weight 60-40, 70-30, thereabouts. And we're breathing. Now when you sink back and you sink forward, you still want to leave a little bit of softness and springiness in the knees. Relax, let your jaw relax, lengthen through the top of the spine. Okay, now change the foot that is in front. Let's change the foot that's in front. So we go like this. We just, so you wanna feel your way in and ease your way in to the posture that you're exploring. So you're always doing things in a very deliberate, unhurried and considerate way. So there we go. Again, listen behind and above as you softly breathe in and out. You sink your hips, you sink the shoulders, and we're just show you from the side. We're just exploring. So notice the knees are in line with the toes. They're not going too far forwards either. You want your knee maybe stopping where your bubbling well point, the Yonchuan point in the foot, and nice and long through the spine. Nice and long through the spine. That's it. Okay, so this loosening exercise that we did in the first video, I hope we can also do using this movement, but you add a bit of a spring on and just let the arms So we're just letting the arms gently relax. I'll show you that from the diagonal view. And you want to think about the springs in your feet, so that by drawing the toes in slightly, you're activating the arches of the foot. So there's a springiness, there's a springy feeling in the feet, and they're quite kind of agile and like springs. And then this is very relaxed, very relaxed. So you want to allow your arms to be moved by your body. And we're all breathing. Fabulous. Very good. Okay, let's do the other side so we're not left out. So I'll probably not go much beyond this, and possibly another exercise. I'll whack it on another tutorial. So I think sort of 15-20 minutes is plenty of time for a tutorial. You don't want too much. These are just little supplementary assistance for your main training. So they're not, so we're just doing this and just use. So if you wanted, you could spring forward or spring back. There we go. Use the springs in your feet. You've got springs in the legs, you've got spring in your spine, you've got springs in the arms. And then you can do a stepping exercise where you bring the foot in and out. Bring the foot in and out. And you just get your arms going like that. So just to complete it. So this is the one I learnt from Mike to Brett. He is our head honcho of the school. Grey Heron Internal Art School. Yeah. And then you do it on both sides. So always work both sides if you can. In my Tai Chi fitness class, we tend to just do one side for the punching and kicking, but that's just because we'd run out of time otherwise. Now, if the class was double the time, then I'd do both sides really. But it's good. Normally, it's good to do both sides. Okay, the other one. I'll show it from the diagonal. I'll show it from the diagonal view. So just quickly, you sink back and turn, you sink forward and turn. So you're turning so that your hips and shoulders are square onto the corner, and then you're watching the alignment of your knees, and then you turn to the front, turn to the corner, and it's this very smooth transition, and you're staying sunk. So you want to sink the hips, lengthen through the spine. And then what we can do, we do one turn. I'll show from the front. So yeah, join in. So that's one turn. Now, sink in the back. Now we're going to change the direction, you see. And then two turns, you see. So this is a bit of a... I might do a bigger tutorial that does all of the loosening exercises ad nauseum, but this is just a little whistle stop visitation. Yeah. Okay, now we'll try that the other side. So I'll show from the diagonal first. So I'm just doing the first one. So it's like the inside turn really, but on bow and arrow stance, or gongbu it's also called, gongbu. And then that one. And then two turns per leg. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. little shake out. Okay, so I'll move that back and then we'll close, and that'll be the end of, I think this is tutorial 5, I think. I'm not sure, I lose count. So, nice and tall, sink the hips, stroking the back, 3 of these. Again, feeling connected and engaged and really rooted down. And embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. One more of these. And then, yeah, we might as well rub your hands together and polish the face. And rub your hands together and give the lower back a rub. And then just check your posture. So make sure your feet are correctly placed. You're sinking your hips, you're sinking your shoulders, you're lengthening through the spine. You're aware of your breathing. Feeling nice and relaxed. Centered, focused, and clear. Great. So make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, bring your feet together and bow. And thank you for your attention. I hope that was useful for you. I'm going to do a tutorial on dragon serves teacups next. We will look at it in lots and lots. Great.